Libra, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. I've been trying to work with your energy for 2 days now. Spirit has been adamant that Libra is the next reading. I've tried doing your reading probably 6 times. Not successful. Last night I did do a reading. I did get it video. I was on video, and towards the end, when I was doing oracles, I was pulling a moonology card for you, the video cut off. So I sat there for a second and thought, okay, I could start up another video and finish it off with the ending. And then I thought, no, something doesn't feel right. This must not be the reading that needs to get out. So I verified again with Spirit. I was like, all right, maybe Libra's energy just is not ready, okay? I've been working with it. I can't get anywhere with it. I'll get a story. It'll stop. It's fragmented. It's confusing. It's almost like roadblocks are being thrown up every direction I went. So I said, let me just make sure. Is this really the energy I need to be working with right now? So I did it again last night. Sure enough, Two of Swords comes out. Okay, fair enough. Libra it is. However, it was not supposed to be the reading I did last night. I still have it. I may release it. But that's a story that does not need to get out right at this moment. Apparently, this is the story that needs to get out. So I will give you a heads up. It is a little triggering, but you know, it's all for everybody's benefit and goodwill. Okay. So I don't think I'll be telling you something that you are not already aware of, or you will become aware of, okay? So keep in mind, energies can be reversed. I'm gonna play, this story out as it's laid in front of me. But if the masculine is actually the feminine, and the feminine is actually the masculine, that's okay. You will know how it fits to your situation. So, this is a reading that is for the full moon in Sagittarius, which, we're already in the pre-shadow of it, but the actual full moon will start tomorrow on the 23rd. This is also called the flower moon, which symbolizes growth, discovery, and pursuit of truth. So let's get into it. The 2 tokens that came out for you, one was family. So this is dealing with family matters. Okay, so you can see that landed on inner influence and home, right in between. So while there is something going on in the home, you have the inner influence inside of you to make a change in this particular situation. The next token that came out was the whale. Okay. The whale represents compassion, okay? And that landed on physical well-being. So this is, representing, showing compassion for yourself and for your well-being. All right. So when I did clarification cards to start out and understand what is the situation going on with the home and the inner influence with a family matter, Alien came out, TikTok, and Divine Feminine. So you are clearly getting downloads, you're having dreams, You're possibly even hearing songs that might be triggering you to think more about a certain situation that you're in with a feminine, and you're realizing that the situation with this feminine has been going on for quite some time. I can even tell you, I'm thinking it's anywhere from 8 years to 10 years you've been dealing with a specific feminine. And you're at a point where you're feeling like time is running out for you, okay, with the TikTok. And that's why I say this has been going on for a while, this particular dynamic. So let's start getting into the clarifications. Actually, let me go over here to the whale and the physical well-being. So the 3 cards that came out for the situation here was lockbox, bounty hunter, and intervention. So this is telling me that you're feeling very pent up, locked up about somebody coming towards you, and your higher self is basically giving, it's a self-intervention, so to speak. There could be others involved around you that might be saying something or seeing the situation, possibly, but I do feel it's more of you kind of getting an intervention on yourself, because you can't forget, everybody has free will. So even if there are other people on the outside of this situation giving you their input, how they see this situation playing out with this feminine that you're dealing with, at the end of the day, it would need to be you that actually needs to make the change, even if other people are giving you their input on the situation. So I wanted to know about this feminine. So when I did the clarifications, you ended up with the 2 of Swords, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups. So we have a feminine that you're dealing with, okay? Now, could be a masculine in feminine energy. You place parties as it fits to your situation. I'm just going to read this as it's coming out to keep the story straight. But you can, by all means, replace the feminine with the masculine and vice versa, okay? So this particular feminine is trying to create stagnation by emotional manipulation. Okay, this is somebody that knows exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it with intention. Their intention is to purposely stall a situation with you by using emotional manipulation. Okay? When I clarified alien, you ended up with the 2 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. So, like I was saying, you've been receiving downloads, you've been having dreams, you've been possibly listening to songs. There's been signs around you that you've probably seen, you've probably heard, but you, for a very long time, willfully ignored what you were seeing in regards to the situation with this feminine. You've been very much wiffle-waffling, keeping yourself busy, kind of putting your head down to it, right? And just avoiding, dealing with any kind of painful ending that needs to happen, okay? TikTok, we ended up getting the King of Cups, the Sun, and the World, okay? you realize, or you're about to realize around this time with this full moon, that you have gotten to a point where you almost feel like time is running out for you to find happiness and to be in a connection where it's actually harmonious, it's loving, it's a partnership that is loyal, devoted, and emotionally mature, right? Not emotionally manipulative with the devil. So you do realize, or you are about to realize, that you need to, in order to get yourself to a point to where you could find a positive outcome in your life with a positive partner, you know, you need to end a cycle. You need to, you know, finish off a cycle with a particular person, okay? I wanted to know a little bit more about this devil. So about this emotional manipulation and how this person, you know, is actually coming at you. So we ended up with the Page of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So this person likes to come at you if they feel you're getting distant or starting to realize that maybe this person in this situation isn't quite for you. They sense you starting to pull away from them. And what they do is they come in, and they come in quickly. And it's almost like a, how do I want to say this? Quickly, almost too quick to come in and say, hey, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on myself. And they do it quickly with the Eight of Wands and also with the Page of Swords. I'm working on myself, right? I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better by you. I'm going to, you know, whatever it may be in your situation, show you more love, help, you know, help keep this, you know, connection together, and I'm going to do better by you. But what they're doing is they're coming in, telling you, trying to be very truthful, but it almost happens too quickly, right? Because we all know people don't just change overnight. You know, first it's recognition of what is it you're doing wrong in the connection, and then taking steps to actively make real change. This person just comes in quickly and tries to make you believe their words, and they're outright lying to you, because with the Devil and the Queen of Cups, it is, you know, it's manipulation. They know that they're not going to change, right? So they're good to come in and tell you these words, but they're not putting any backup to it, right? They're just telling you. And that's why, as the years have gone on, you're starting to see this. You know, it's, you know, at 8 years, and now you could be going on 10 years. And you're like, why is it I always fall for this person's BS? Every time they come back to me and tell me, you know, I'm going to do better by you. I'm going to do right by this connection. And then they start to go back to their old ways. Now, I'm not saying they're the only one at fault, because you have to be put on blame too, because how many chances are you going to give this person to come in and just tell you that they're going to change, or tell you that they've worked on themselves, and tell you that they've changed, right? How many more times are you going to let that happen? Because now you're feeling like you're against the clock, and you're getting older, and oh boy, you know, am I going to be able to get out of this and find my happiness again in a connection that is harmonious, right? Where there is real emotional connection, where it's, you know, mature emotional connection, not just somebody coming in and saying they're going to do all these things. And now you feel like you're coming against the hourglass, okay? And that's because this has been going on for quite some time. And now each year the lessons get a little harder. It gets a little bit more difficult for you, because then you're kicking yourself in the rear. Every time you start to realize this person hasn't changed, you're like, I did it again. I did it again. Why did I do this? Why did I take this person back? Why did I listen to their words? Not seeing any real proof of any change. So let's go over to the whale with the physical well-being. Now you're at a point where you're probably worried about your true physical well-being in this particular situation, because it's gone on for so long and you've been fooled for so long that it is taking a toll on you mentally. So what I did was, when I clarified bounty hunter, so when this person chases after you, telling you what you want to hear without backing up the words of what they're telling you, what they're doing is, with the 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and Moon. So this person's coming back to you, probably telling you, they probably told you seven different lies. Okay, so they probably change the story each time they come chasing after you to make sure they hold on to you and keep the situation stagnant so you don't go anywhere. They're telling you all these different lies and switching up the story a little bit, right? Because if they switch up the story a little bit, then it's different than the last time. So then their chances of getting you to stick around is going to be better, because they've changed the story up a little bit. But it's a lie. It's all an illusion that they're feeding you to make you feel like the relationship is stable. You know, you should feel, you know, we're emotionally stable. You should feel satisfied. You know, I'm going to make your wishes come true, because I'm going to tell you everything that you want to hear, even though it's in the moon. It's a secret lie. But if I can rush in quickly, because I know how you feel about me, I know you care about me, so I know that if I switch up the story a little bit, then it'll be a little different, and then I can get you to fall for it again. Well, now it's coming to a head, because what happens is the universe is going to make these each year. You take this person and listen to what they have to say. Each year, the lessons are going to get tougher for you. And that's why you're getting to a point, if you haven't already, you will very soon start to realize this person's not going to put any actions to back up what they're telling me. It's a constant story. You're like, oh my God, what's the story going to be this time? Okay, it's almost like, I almost get a sense that you're going to be like, okay, all right, what's your story this time? You're getting immune to it, right? You're getting immune to the bullshit that they're feeding you now. And it's taken a while, and that's okay. Maybe that's just what you needed in order to get rid of this person, because this is a craft to them. This person's got this down pat. They know what they're doing, and they're good enough to be able to get you sucked back in 8 to possibly 10 years, right? So they're really good at what they do, but at some point it's got to run out, because the exhaustion is going to kick in with you, and then it'll eventually click that, what's the story going to be now? When are you going to run out of stories, right? How many more stories can you make up? And I don't even understand this kind of energy, because even when I was trying to get your reading out, I was so frustrated at how many times I had to try and get any kind of story and to read any kind of energy. It was frustrating to me because I felt like I was being given the runaround. And I'm the type of person, I'm like, this last time I was like, Spirit, you need to get this out bluntly. Like, my patience is thin. I've even had to verify, do you really want me to do Libra? You know, is this really the energy I should be working with? Because this person is so good at what they're doing. And again, it could be a Libra. So this could be you, Libra, that's doing this. I don't know. It could be you, very well you manipulating somebody. You take this as it resonates. But somebody here is doing it. And now it's getting to a point where somebody's starting to have an inner intervention with themselves. When I clarified lockbox, so you'll notice on this particular card with the lockbox, see the lock where it says SOS with the heart? So this is literally you knowing that you've been trapped in a terrible cycle with somebody who's been manipulative, and you're calling out SOS for help, because you're like, I'm so sick of this. I feel trapped. So by you getting a thought in your head that, okay, I'm feeling very frustrated, I'm not seeing any change, there's something going on in this situation that I need help with. Well, you ended up with the Hierophant, the Five of Wands, and Judgment. So clearly, you, by being so frustrated, you had an inner aha moment with yourself. You started to realize that this commitment that you're in, whether it's a high level commitment, whether it's a marriage you're stuck in, whatever it is, you're realizing that it's nothing but conflict and strife and disagreements, because you're finding yourself in a deja vu moment of arguing about the same thing every year. It's deja vu. It's Groundhog Day. Except it's Groundhog Year. It's okay, it's the same thing. And now it's taking a toll on your physical well-being, which is why you're having almost an internal tower moment with Judgment, okay? Because you're starting to wake up to the fact that this is just a cycle with this person. They're good at what they do, but now it's run out. You've heard everything you could hear. You don't even want to hear anymore. You're done. With the intervention here, look at this person. This person is exhausted, looking up at the light. They're like, oh my God, get me out of this trapped, dark room I'm in. Like, see, like the eyes lighting up. Show me the light. Show me the intuition. See, it's the cat. All right, I'm wearing this, which is funny that I'm actually wearing this shirt now, because after putting this shirt on, that's when I was like, Spirit, you've got to give me the blunt story here so I can get this moving along. I could have done 5 other zodiac signs in the time I was, arguing and trying to tap into this energy with this person. They were even giving me the runaround. The thing is, I was only going to take it for so long, right? I'm like, you can manipulate somebody else, but you're not going to manipulate me. I'm going to get to the bottom of what this energy is and what it's doing, and I want to make sure that you know. I feel you already do know, okay? Because with this internal intervention that you're having, these aha moments, you're starting to now listen to your dreams. You're starting to listen to the thoughts that are coming into your head, rather than willfully blinding yourself to those thoughts. You were willfully blinding yourself for so many years because you were trying to avoid a painful, harsh ending in this situation. You got to pull the plug now. You got to put that final sword in and just be like, I'm done. I'm done. We're over. With the intervention card, we ended up with the Four of Cups in reverse, the Chariot, and the Page of Cups on the side. So this is you with the Four of Cups in the reverse. You're getting awareness, just like the intervention. Okay, you're almost rescuing yourself right now, because don't forget, Judgment came in here. That's like that was your internal tower moment you had. You're now getting in your vehicle. You're getting clear direction. Okay, you're gaining the willpower to finally break up with this person that has been basically charming you and using you, with the Page of Cups on the side. You're ready to break up with this person that's been just charming you and using you to keep you in a situation for their own benefit, because they do not want to see you move on and actually find happiness with somebody else. So now you're going to start focusing on your well-being, because you're sick of hearing the BS coming from this person. And I got to tell you, just in these 2 days of trying to get this reading, I've never had to fight so hard to get a reading out for a sign. Like, I was frustrated because I can't even imagine what you're going through, because I was like, cut this shit out. Done. Like, take your devil, take your fancy words that shove it where the sun don't shine. Shove it. Okay? You're now at a point where, because you've spent so much time, you feel time's against you. And that's why I think you're like, I got to do my own intervention at this point. I don't even care what anybody else says. I got to do this myself. So you may have had other people around you during the time you were with this person, maybe, give you input on what they see, or, how they see you're stressed out, for your well-being. They may have said, hey, Libra, you seem kind of down lately. You seem kind of withdrawn. You seem a little depressed. You seem to be sleeping a lot, things like that. People are noticing that you are not your normal self. And they may have, said something to you, and that's okay, but you didn't want to listen to it. And what's happened is now you're listening to yourself, and you're going to break up. You're going to get in your car, okay? Because you're done. All these cups are upside down on this card. You're like you're dumping shit out left and right. You're like, done. Get in the car, all right? Whatever you drive. And you're going and you're going to break up with this person that's using you and keeping you stagnant, because they're emotionally manipulative. And they're probably emotionally manipulative because they're codependent on you for something. They're codependent for you to make them happy. It's, what is it? Misery loves company. It's probably one of those situations. So let's grab a Moonology card for you. I know it's a tough reading, but I don't think I'm telling you anything that you don't already know, or that you're going to wake up to yourself, because you've been going through this for so many years. I think you're just like, I got to pull the damn plug. I have to do it. I can't, it doesn't matter what anybody says to you. I think you're just like, I need to do it, which is what needs to happen. You do need to get to a point to where you are ready to pull the plug, because no one can do it for you. They can give you input all day long, Wow, I didn't even get to finish shuffling. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Was this when you had a new cycle with this person? When was the new moon in Libra? Was that in December? That might have been in December. You can fact check me. You may have had a new cycle start over with this person in December. And that's Libra energy again. Where they fed you a line of crap, probably back in December, was the last time they came running at you, telling you, oh, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna focus on us. It's gonna work. That may have been the last time this person said something to you. All right, give me another card. Because I don't know. For some reason, that one needed to be seen. But I still want to get another one out for you. All right, what else do we have here for Libra, please? Full moon in Sagittarius. One more. What else do we have here? A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Good Lord, I'm telling you, you both probably have Libra heavy in your chart. This is going to be a win-win outcome for you by walking away from this. Because you're wondering if you're going to have another chance at love because you felt like time was running out. You felt like time was against you. And by you doing this is saying it's going to be a win-win outcome for you. You are going to have, you're going to find love again. Let me, you know what? Let's do a time check. When does Libra expect somebody new to be coming around? Because that's what you're worried about. I know that. Although you do need to focus on getting out of this first. But I am curious just to see a time check on when possibly. Well, first let's ask, when will this cycle be over for you? It'll be different for everybody, but let's just see if we can find out first. When do we expect this cycle to be completed for Libra? At the holidays. So which means if the new moon in Libra was in December, I think, God, fact check me, then that means the next cycle coming up around the holidays is when you might have somebody else coming around. Give me another time check. Right, a win-win outcome, and there's a gift on there. So it's almost like the universe will gift you a person that's right for you when you let go and finally break up with this one. Any other time checks? Just like I was saying, it's up to you. So the sooner you end this, then the sooner you can have the person that's right for you come in for you. It's up to you. You know, it's free will. You know, you could very well listen to this person's story again and stay another year. I mean, you know, there's 8 and 10 swords already here, but that's up to you if you want to go another round. It's only going to get tougher for you, though. Each time it's going to put you in more depression because you're going to start to realize, I've wasted all this time and this person hasn't changed. They're just feeding me a line of crap. So I hope this was helpful to somebody. I know it was a little bit of a tough reading, but we do need to be careful of people who are really good at being manipulative. It's an energy I don't understand. I'm a very honest, blunt person, and I don't like seeing people be used. I've been used. I've been used multiple times throughout my life. So I, get a little passionate when I see other people being used. It makes me want to come in and rescue. And I feel like even though I struggled to get this reading out, I didn't give up. I didn't give up on it. I still continued to keep at it until I got the story out. And I hope that it does help somebody. And I hope that you do listen to this and get out of this situation sooner than later, because it seems like it's been going on long enough. So much love and light. I will talk to you soon.